Hellraiser is my favorite film franchise of all time, so when they announced the sequel, I was excited but also nervous. I was worried it was going to be the end of the franchise, because if it was bad, I don't know if they're making another one for a long time. I don't think anyone would be like, oh man, no one wants it, I guess. You know, the Hellraiser franchise has been pretty rocky. It's got one movie, the first one, great. The second one, great. Goated even. With the sauce, maybe.
Trick us again, child. And your suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
Certainly one of my favorite movies. So, yes, they announced they're making a new one. I'm excited. I even tell my friends, guys, new Hellraiser, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Yes, let's go. And I was excited because it wasn't a straight to VOD thing. It was actually like a movie, like that with effort and money and stuff. So I was like, hell yeah. I didn't know anything about it besides they were going to be replacing Pinhead. Obviously that had to. Doug Bradley is old as shit now, which is okay. Female Pinhead, very cool. I've actually been very excited for that. But like I said, only 2 good movies. The rest are pretty bad. Guilty pleasures. 3 is pretty goofy, wacky, silly. The rest try to do like goofy, wacky, silly, but they don't really nail it. There's some cool clips. Most of them, in fact, all of them are when Pinhead is on screen, because Doug Bradley, again, one of the coolest motherfuckers ever.
Come on! Come on!
You know, I'm happy to say this movie's good. It's very good. It's great even. I've seen it 3 times now, which I know you're probably like, Jesus Christ, John, the movie just came out. One, I watched the first time for, you know, to watch it. Then I watched it a second time for the video. And then I watched it a third time because I wanted to. So, I'm ready to talk about the movie. Safe to say, I got it. I know what's in it. I know what happens, and I have some thoughts. This will be like a super long video with a bunch of, you know, shit going on. We're delving deep into it because I'm kind of trying to get like other videos done, and also after dealing with the Gremlins 2 fiasco of 2022, if I get copyright claimed again, I'm gonna blow my brains out and jump out a window. Somehow I will do it in that order. Don't ask me how, I'll figure it out. So I will be using very minimal footage, YouTube. So don't claim my ass, please. I just want to talk about a movie that I like, please. Okay, good? Good. Okay, let's begin. I'm gonna start with the positives. I like the main character, Riley. I think that her being a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and now she's like got put into this goofy, silly situation with hell demons. It's pretty cool. I love the Cenobites' new design. I actually looked at it behind the scenes of them making it, and I was happy to see they gave a fuck. They gave a lot of fuck, actually, because they put on a no skin suit, and then they take I've seen a lot of people complain about the design, like, oh, they missed the leather or it looks too plasticky, but I disagree, because I feel like skin that's super stretched out is gonna look kind of plasticky, and it's like cold, and I feel like it looks really good. I really liked it, and I will stand by it. It looks cool. They look neat, and I like them. Pinhead's great. I love the Jamie Clayton as Pinhead is fantastic. She has a very more subdued back, like she's quieter than Doug Bradley. Like Doug Bradley is gonna be like, hey man, I'm gonna say something so cool, and you're gonna be hype as fuck, and she'll say something just as cool but quieter, so you'll be like, hey, I'm a little scared. It's kind of creepy. It's a little bit more like cold, which is 2 different things but very cool.
Enough is a myth.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Really like the way this movie looks and sounds. I like most of this movie. In fact, I really only have one problem. And it's a big one that really kind of fucks with the movie a little bit. So let's just get into negatives. The box is changed. The way it works is changed. Which by extension means the Cenobites work differently. Because you can't have them work the same, because they're not out of the box, or the box works the way they work. They only work with what the box does. So let me explain how the original box works, if you don't know. The original box, you had to want to open it. You couldn't be tricked. You couldn't, like, want to open it, but not want the Cenobites to come. You had to literally get the box, open the box by yourself, want them to come, and that's the only way they would show up and take you. And that has to happen. Like, you can't, and if they showed up, guess what? You can fucking make a deal, bro. You want them to show up and, make a deal? And maybe trade your soul for, like, a pair of some V-Bucks or something? Man, maybe they'll take it. They'll listen. So that was what made that's actually what makes the Cenobites so cool. It's like you can talk to them and they're not like gonna be like, they're not just gonna show up and kill you. They're gonna be like, hey, let's have a conversation here. We can talk. Pawn Stories episode number 57,000. Pinhead makes a deal. So the new box works like this. Anyone can open it and you will get stabbed by a little tiny knife. And then you'll die. Because they'll come and you're not gonna be able to talk to them because you got stabbed. Doesn't that sound far less interesting? Because it is. This doesn't ruin the movie, but it is really annoying and I don't love it that much. It's not a huge problem because I'll be honest, they do some really cool shit with this idea, which sounds crazy with such a simple idea, but they do some really cool shit with it towards the end, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, anyone can open it. And now I'm gonna get into the plot of the movie because you'll understand why it's kind of dumb. Here we go. Riley gets the box. She opens said box, but the knife doesn't hit her. Now, if you ask me, that's a pretty bad design flaw. What the fuck? How does that even happen? Wouldn't you just design the box to have the knife open where your hand has to be in order to open the box? Like, so that the person that gets stabbed impossible to avoid? Wouldn't that be smarter? Am I crazy here? Wouldn't that just be smarter? That's just how I feel personally, because it makes more sense that way. Anyway, it misses her somehow, magically. She just got luckiest person on the world, like, in the world, I guess. So, the Cenobites, like, they sort of show up, and they're kind of pissed off, and they're like, hey, you gotta bring us someone else now, because you fucking robbed us of our thing. Like, we're supposed to be ripping your skin off right now. We can't rip your skin off. So can you go get someone else so we can rip their skin off? And then they, like, do this weird scene where she, like, wakes her Pinhead wakes her brother up, and her brother comes to her, and then he accidentally grabs the box and gets stabbed. And he's dead now. Yep. That's the plot. That's how the movie kicks off. Isn't that just the worst? I hate that. Also, her brother dies off screen, which has got to be the stupidest fucking part of this movie. Besides the box, is there are multiple off-screen deaths in this Hellraiser movie. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? I don't understand. Even the most small death in the original movies was shown because it was kind of important to show, like, hey, look, they'll fuck you up, man. You don't want to fuck with these guys. You will die. It will not be fun. Anyway, so that's the plot. And then she, of course, is like, where'd my brother go? And she goes on this whole adventure trying to find her brother. I won't go into the plot. I encourage you guys to go watch the movie. I really like it. I want people to go support it. So if you watch this movie, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I recommend it highly. Okay, so that's the box. I don't like the box that much, I'm gonna be honest. It looks really cool though, and like I said, towards the end of the movie, shit gets really good. Like the last hour or so of this movie, 10 out of 10, I'm not even kidding. It's that good, it's awesome, and it's exactly what I wanted this movie to be. The first half is kind of like, eh, but that last half is so good that I don't give a fuck. I watched it 3 times, this movie, and that last half, just perfect. Perfect. So, that's what I think about most of the things, right? The back, I'll let me talk about the side characters. They don't matter that much at all. Don't worry about it. So, there's that. I like the Cenobites. I hate the box a little bit, kind of. It's weird. I'm kind of conflicted on the box because this movie doesn't work without the box working this way. And like I said, they do some cool things with it, but at the same time, it's like, I wish it would have just kept the original box and done build the plot around that. And maybe the Cenobites making deals and shit. That would have been cool. That would have been really cool. There is like really cool like lore shit that they bring into this movie that is dope as hell. And again, but it's only like that last hour. That's not to say the first hour is bad. It's just that dude. It's so good, so fucking cool. And as a fan of the series, I'm just like I'm here for it. Okay, I was there for it, and I was very happy. But that's what I liked. I don't want to even tell you like that much because I really do just want this video to be like, hey, go watch it. I don't want to tell you that I go watch it because a movie like this is not gonna have a lot of people watching. I'm gonna be honest. It's a horror movie and it's a pretty graphic one. I know I said they do a lot of kills off screen, but when they don't, they don't. And it's really cool. Yeah. One more thing, the practical effects are incredible. Like, they don't do a lot of CGI. They do some, but most of the time they don't, and it's awesome. And it's so nice to see in this economy, in the year 2022, no CGI. It just looks so cool. Of course, they do use some, like, I'm pretty sure that for the Cenobites they use a mixture sometimes of CGI and practical, but they do have like a full Cenobite suit, so it doesn't look bad or anything. So yeah, that's my opinion on the new Hellraiser. I know you probably wanted me, or expected maybe, I don't know, maybe expected to like a big old video for it. Which I thought about doing, but then I said, I don't want to because I already have other videos that I'm doing. So I didn't feel like doing a whole nother big one because then this one would never come out. So I still wanted to talk about it really bad. So you get a little short review. I hope you go watch the movie, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.